Victor says thanks. So how do we get to what? Ethan says good night, Evie.
Hey guys, how's it going? Evie just kind of stopped there, so I figured I would get started really quickly. I'm pretty sure he's completely done now. Yeah. His all new background there looked pretty nice. So I was working on my arena grind. Hey Evie, how's it going? Like the new layout a lot. Looks pretty nice. Makes my whole background look kind of garbagey, but I guess I know what I need to work on. I definitely like the way you get your chat laid out is really nice. I like that way better than mine. Mine is pretty generically right now. So, hey Daniel, how's it going? See anyone here? I kind of want to level up really quickly. I don't think I want to wait for Cosmic. I was hoping to do this still while we're still watching Evie stream. Hey, Immortal Thunder, how's it going? I just got started a minute ago. So I came over from Evie's. Maybe I'll do it later. I'll wait for Cosmic. We'll get into the arena and just start working on it. So we're gonna fight arena. Working on the cable arena. I think I'm around 2 million. Yeah, some of that stuff is a little tricky to do, so but it looks really nice. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Definitely pretty thankful. New peeps are always fun. Should you grind for Green Goblin? The 3-star will probably be pretty easy to get. I plan on going for the 3-star. The 4-star will probably be very, very difficult to get. I expect the next two to go really, really high. If you've got a ton of time and you think you can score... yeah, like Dr. Ock and Green Goblin. I think they're both going to go really, really high. I think they both look like they're going to be pretty amazing from what Kabam is saying. Now, I mean, whether they actually wind up being amazing or not, we'll see. But I'd imagine they're both going to go real high. Probably much higher than I think I can score without actually taking time off of work. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it if they both... Let's see. Where is... Let's come here. What's the highest cutoff we've ever had? Featured arena results. Let's go display 1, transition. So let's see. Well, I think they might do that. You know, that 15, 17 million-ish that Spider-Man Stark Enhanced did. I think that sounds about right. 15, 17 million. I don't know which one will be first. I don't know if it'll be 17 million the first round and 15 million the second round, or if it'll be 17 million the first round and 15 million the second round. But I would think it'll go something like that. I think the cutoffs are going to be pretty ridiculous. So, for the 3-star, I would think, you know, I think like 1.3 will probably be enough. I don't think it'll go up to 1.5. I think 1.5 will definitely be safe, but I don't think we'll go. Don't think we'll wind up going that high. I think in general arena cutoffs are going to be lower, but with how lit those two guys look like they're going to be, I think the cutoff is going to be really high. Having a bunch. You opening crystals in the stream? No, it might have been. Actually, I think I still had the title up from the one from earlier. I might be able to open some crystals later. I wasn't really set up to start streaming yet. I had everything kind of opened, but I hadn't. I hadn't gone through and changed the name, so it should say right now, post EV Arena Grind as a title. It was only partially set up. And then he says done. It's like, oh, he's actually means he's done. So let me hurry up and get this all set up. Hit the start button. Probably open some. I definitely need to open a bunch of arena crystals. Uh-oh. I should look that just fine. Boom, boom. Yeah, I changed it after I started the stream. Because I wasn't fully set up yet, so. Mostly set up. I've got all the windows up, but I just haven't logged into everything and changed everything around yet. Wasn't fully sure how long you're going to go for, Evie. Kind of hoping maybe if there are enough people in there, you would shrug off all your other... Come on, and it's back. Oh. Oh. Gotta figure out quite the right words to figure out how to get me to lift my shirt. I just did, and see, the whole thing crashed. Yeah, it's coming back up in a second. Don't know why. Does that every once in a great while. Something with OBS. No. Jeez. It went down for a second and came back up. I don't know why. I'm not using like any real my computer CPU usage for any of this. I don't know if maybe like the internet kind of slows down a little bit. How do you record your screen? I am using I'm not actually technically recording my screen. I am mirroring it. I use Mirror Op, receiver, and sender. It was like $10. And then OBS Studio to do all the other fun stuff. Adam Edwards, how's it going? It's been a little while since I've seen you, buddy. Yeah, you can use your computer if you use like an Elgato cable or something like that, but those are kind of expensive. I think they're like $100 to $200. I'm cheap, playing a free video game. Hopefully I'm not. Sucking any doodle today. Yeah, I think you use QuickTime if you have Apple product. Mine, I use Android. So it's the easiest way I can do it, I think. Welcome, Dragon Choppy. Is there an easy way on an Apple device? Guys ask me this all the time, and I never really know. That they can just, like, if they want to record just, like, one fight. If they don't want to, like, stream everything. But what would they use to just record one fight so then they could then turn around and post that in, like, Alliance chat or something? The leader of my Alliance, he uses an iPhone. And he's not looking to doing, like, streaming and all that. But he wants to be able to record, like, his boss fights. And post them in the Alliance channel so everyone can watch them and see. Like, for Android, it's really easy. It's the same way I would go about taking a... it's the same motion I would use for taking a screenshot. It's just slightly different. I don't know how to do it for an Apple product. Yeah, well, he doesn't want... he just wants to just be able to record the video on his phone. Doesn't want to go buy a $200 cable and do all that excessive stuff. It's super easy on Android. You can do it really easy on Android without any kind of issue, but I don't know how to do it on an Apple. Because you can't get any third-party software for your Apple, so you can't just go download an app that'll do whatever you want. They have to have a specific app for what you want to do. Boom. Yeah, I'm thinking about expanding my Marvel playing. I downloaded another Marvel game, but I haven't been able to get it to work on my computer yet. I don't want to work on it right now and try to get it to work on my computer until I can get my points down here in the cable arena. 3-star Green Goblin. I think it'll probably be like 1.3 million. Like 1.4 to be safe. I think it'll be kind of high. But a lot of the guys who are driving up the 3-star arenas, they all got banned. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of them. Now I think for the featured arena, it's still going to be real rough. Because you're going to be playing against guys who have just massive rosters of 5 stars. No, I downloaded Marvel... like Champions Omega or something like that. Or Marvel Heroes Omega. Not screen of a second. Marvel Heroes Omega. That looks pretty cool, but I got a weird error message, so I can't start the game. So I got to figure out what I need to do, if I need to just uninstall it and reinstall it. I was going to try to do it on Saturday, try and stream some. But, bought the 4- and 5-star card today. That's, if I had more money, I think I would. I'm still kind of thinking about it. I don't know if it's really worth it, you know, because that 5-star card, you know, I bought the 5-star units the last time they were offered, like a month ago on July 4th, and I pulled Ant-Man and Pillow Hands, and it's like, do I really want to spend $50 to try to awaken my Pillow Hands, you know? Someone else is kind of hard. Yeah, Brian, you're right. The monthly calendar this month looks really, really nice. I don't know why they made it so much nicer. I think it's nicer than they did for the Summoner Appreciation Week. Or the Summoner Appreciation Month. But I'll definitely take it when they want to do something nice. I thought they were going to try to push the 5 stars a little more early. I don't know if they're just behind schedule on what they wanted to do because they're having so many issues with trying to fix the game. Because they keep breaking it. And so they want to try to make everybody happier, you know, like... I can't even tell you how many times so far has the game gone down during the cable arena. During this arena and last arena. Every time it's my turn to move an AQ, like, I can't move because the game's not running. And they have it shut down. So I think they're just trying to make everybody happy. Which is good. I think they need to do more of that. Just generalized stuff to make everybody happy. I normally just do the 3-star champion. I do them once, but I mean I have all of the 3 stars basically right now. I think I don't have Karnak, Immortal Iron Fist, or the Red Deadpool. I didn't realize that you needed to buy him right away when the game started. I didn't want to spend $2 on a free video game or $10 on a free video game, whatever it was. So I thought you could just draw him naturally in the game. So. But I have all except those 3. So I'll do them just one round for the 3-star and then just use the Awakened Stones. I have a ton of 3-star Awakened Stones just sitting there. Yeah, Tier 2 Alpha stuff, I mean, they're going to be raining down real hard from the new Daily Crystal. If you've done beat 5.2 already. They just have to do one pass-through. I was on vacation when they sent the message to everybody about it, and I read it wrong. I thought it said you had to 100% complete 5.2, so I need to try to get that done as quickly as I can. I was hoping to work on that a little bit today, and then I did a crystal opening video for like 10 minutes, and then I spent half an hour leveling up all my champions for the level up event. And then just kind of completely missed it. Missed my window in between AQ. So I think I've done what I can do with random guys. I think I need my top 5 in order to try to get more done in there. It comes from the fact they buffed the rewards in the event quest. Yeah, I heard the rewards are supposed to be better. I don't know how much better they are. I guess I've never really looked at what the rewards were before. I stopped paying attention to that a long time ago. I just kind of beat it, and normally I don't even look. I have no idea where I get any of my rewards from anymore. I just do everything, and then I open crystals once every couple of days. Sometimes I'll look at when I'm trying to decide what I want to prioritize on getting done first. I was talking about it yesterday. I think with the 5-star shards, I think trying to go for quantity right now might be better. And I've seen 2 different things from Turkos for this month too to say what the rewards were. One had Spider-Man as the 3-star champion. Oh, how's he regenerating? Not supposed to regenerate. One had Spider-Man as the 3-star champion, and one had Venom as the 3-star champion. So I'm not sure. I'm not going to 100% clear medium anyways, but the rewards might have otherwise all been the same. I don't know if going for a 5-star featured is necessarily worth it. I think with how many 5-stars are coming in the game and your odds at getting one, I think you have to really have a ton of 5-stars for it to be in your benefit. I would say right now, if you didn't have like 25 stars right now, I don't think it's worth trying to go for a featured. Personally. I think you're far better off just spending 10K to get your garbage champion. My favorite superhero, it's probably Guillotine right now. She's been my favorite since 12.0, and I don't really see her going anywhere really right now as my favorite. I have Dr. Voodoo. I mean, I'm definitely liking using him, but I don't think he's necessarily as reliable for me as I don't think he's necessarily as reliable for me as my Guillotine is. Yeah, I think in general, not just the game. In general, it's probably Iron Man. Growing up, it was always Cyclops. When I quit reading comic books, he was still pretty much a Boy Scout, though. He hadn't started switching yet. I didn't realize until a lot more recently that, like in the last 10, 15 years or something, he started to become some, like, psychotic supervillain. So I didn't really know much of anything about that. I'm still kind of interested to try to learn more. But growing up, it was always Cyclops, Blue Team Cyclops. I don't know anything about the new Xavier Cyclops in the red. And then when Marvel started making the movies, actually it really quickly became Iron Man. When Iron Man came out, I felt like I could really relate to Tony Stark. I was making good money, and I was single, and I was having a lot of fun. And I mean, other than being a superhero, you know, I thought we had a lot in common. Right, take it easy, Immortal Thunder. I have not read the Civil War storyline. One of my buddies did read it, though, and he was kind of giving me the play-by-play on it whenever we go out drinking. I quit reading comic books probably been like over 20 years ago, I want to say. About 20 years ago. I am kind of a bit. I'm a huge fan of definitely all like the Marvel movies, and one thing I'm really liking right now too is guys who explain comic books on YouTube channels and explain the different storylines. You know, you get some of the guys are pretty good at it, so those videos can be pretty cool to watch. I did read the whole Infinity Gauntlet series, and I had the whole Infinity Gauntlet series. Well, I'm trying to find a decent way that I think I could do it, and when they gave out the free thing for Marvel Insider or whatever it was, so that you could watch it and partake in it and all that. I didn't like the format of it. I couldn't seem to get the comic, the tiles to be the right size on my screen for anything. So it was kind of frustrating me. I don't want to keep going to the comic book store and buying comic books for $5 a piece or anything like that. I was thinking I could justify going and buying some graphic novels. I was thinking that might be kind of cool. You get... I don't know much about the X-Men versus the Avengers. I think that one might be pretty cool. And then if I can find anything on the X-Men versus the Inhumans, I don't really know anything about any of that either. That whole storyline seemed like it might be pretty cool as well. But I'm definitely contemplating going like graphic novels or something. Went on vacation a little while ago. I did look to see if I could get a graphic novel, but I didn't. I wasn't able to find one anywhere. One that looked that interesting. Because I didn't really look that much of anywhere. I don't know where to go. There aren't a whole lot of... I live in like a brand new subdivision. So the only real place I could really go to look for anything is Walmart. And I didn't see anywhere in Walmart. So... maybe next time me and my wife go to the mall, I can go to the... I think there's a bookstore in the mall. Take a look. I think Target might have graphic novels. I don't know. I know they got a big comic book section. It's not necessarily comic books, though. It's more of like comic merchandising. I guess I don't know if there are any actual books over there at all or not. It's just like T-shirts and stuff. Buy them off Amazon. That might be a good idea, too. I guess I could look on there. I need to try to compile a list of what are the ones I should try to look at and get. I mean, Infinity Gauntlet was one of the last things I really read. Well, probably one of the last things I read. But I probably stopped sometime shortly after that. And that was just awesome. So I'm definitely always been looking forward to all of the Infinity Gauntlet stuff. Yeah, because I think to my understanding, that's like Cyclops has already started to change. I don't know if he's in the full like the red suit then, but he's pretty much like lost his mind and he starts going more like cult leaderish. So I'm definitely kind of interested in seeing that because I guess towards the end, he was probably starting to lose it a little bit when I was reading comic books. But he hadn't really fully lost it. Don't lag. Don't lag. Alright. Yeah, I think the Avengers versus X-Men is definitely one of the ones I really want to read, and I think there's like an X-Men versus Inhumans too, I think. I don't remember right offhand, but I was thinking reading both those two might be pretty awesome. I was contemplating to get them when I went on vacation before, but I didn't. Instead, I decided to just mass arena grind. Oh, my wife loved that. We're on vacation, I'm grinding for Ghost Rider. Good times. Good times. See, did that go through? Oh, man. The game crashed earlier today. I was trying to use my Awaken gem on Quake during science advancements. I guess it didn't take. She is not awakened. Heartbreaking. Yeah, Storm's probably definitely the strongest one in there. Leave her on the bottom. Are there any other ones, Daniel, you'd really recommend that I read to get back in to get me caught up on what's going on from the graphic novels? Yeah. Well, I used to read Words Good when I was younger, so. And I do definitely need to start getting more caught up when I'm in Evee's channel. He's kind of in there, he's over here. He's kind of been schooling me pretty hard on stuff, but Marvel stuff, which I used to know. I used to know so much. And then now it's been a long, long time. And I definitely don't remember who all of the champions are anymore. How's it going, 2Gamer? Let's see, can I bring Amazon up here on the screen? Amazon. What? No, I didn't want to search it there. I wanted to be on Amazon. I'll just leave that up. I'll come back to it later. Do. Cycle peepees. I'll let my dog out real quick. I'll be right back. the real hard part, trying to remember he's out there. Ultimate Spider-Man. Do. I have a boxer lab, Doug. He's the one here on the couch in the background of the picture here. And then I have Stark, is a Greyhound pit bull. He's in the other room. They're both pretty big boys, about 85 pounds. But Doug is solid muscle, lean mean machine, and Stark is a big old fat raccoon. They're good boys. You were talking about your Stark? I've heard of a Queensland healer. Australian cattle dog. That one looks kind of interesting. How's it going, Rich? Just kind of hanging and working on knocking out Cable Arena. I'm doing pretty good. I did do my black bolt this morning out of Premium Hero crystals. That's always good times. Oh. I don't know, I lived through that. Shouldn't have lived through that at all. Should have definitely been dead. Civil War, then after you should read Civil War Wolverine. Interesting. Does it say crystals? Let's see here. Let's go one of these. Let's go this one here. What does it say on YouTube? I'm having some issues with YouTube where it's not saying things correctly. Right now it says it's post-EV Arena Grind. What does it say in here? Yeah, that's just crystals. Yeah, I hadn't changed the title yet. Crystals were this morning. I can do some crystals a little later though. I guess that's why people are asking for crystals. Yeah, I I wasn't really ready to actually start streaming when I started. Evie just said he was done. I was like, oh, okay, let me hurry up and get this up. I just hit the start streaming button. Actually, I had all my windows up and open, but I wasn't, I hadn't gone through and changed the title yet. So that's still the title from this morning. I got a 5-star Ronin for my 5-star crystal, and then I got a 4-star Black Bolt from my premium hero crystals. I can do some crystals though. Let's see what we got for crystals. We'll spin some right now for you guys. Or open some at least. I don't think anything really worth spinning. Because those are probably... Oh, we got a 3-star in here. Oh, let's see. Can I get points for opening that? Oh, I can't open the 3-star crystal. Let's see what else do we got in here. Don't have a full Spideyverse crystal yet, so none of those. Class 3 catalysts. Yeah, part of me kind of wishes I still had all my comic books, and part of me is kind of happy I haven't, like, carried them around for the last several years, but... It's kind of weird. I do have some kind of nifty things. I do have, like, an original Optimus Prime Transformer. It's pretty awesome. These could be cool. These could be... Science, I think, is the only one that I actually really needed right now. So those I'm saving. Gold crystals. Those are both chalk. Guys want to see crystals, and I start opening crystals, and nobody's liking it. Wow. Calling for the crystals, and then everybody left. The next one I want in the series is the X-Men one. I haven't really looked a whole lot at the Civil War series yet to see what's in there. Let's open a pretty good chunk of these here. So I have no units. Alright, another 3-star Punisher. And 10 units. Alright, 150 units. That's not too bad. That'll help me out a lot. Yeah, I'll have to take another look and see the whole Civil War series. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think we have a Barnes & Noble in the mall. It's just kind of like our mall is a huge pain in the butt. I don't know who designed this entire state of Florida, but they're pretty retarded. I think Florida does definitely deserve all of the bad talk that it gets. We have a massive mall that only has one legitimate entrance in and out. There's 2 back ways out that lead to back roads, but you only have the one real way in. So, like, it's a huge pain in the butt to get in and out of the mall. It takes almost 45 minutes to pull into the mall, and then like 45 minutes to leave. So we try not going unless we absolutely have to. It's like the road out in front of the mall is like 6 lanes in both directions. It's ridiculous. So yeah, Barnes & Noble, that was where I was thinking about looking. I don't think it's a different bookstore. I'm pretty sure it is a Barnes & Noble. I looked at the graphic novels normally when I go, but I normally don't buy anything. But yeah, I'll have to do a little bit of research. Because Civil War, I'd want to make sure I start in the right spot. And I want to try to make sure I go in some kind of order while I'm reading stuff. I don't necessarily want to read everything like backwards, because that would screw me over. Where's Beast? He's got to be higher up. There he is. There he is. if I have any openings in there, you can try to send me a request. I don't know how much room I have. Might be easier for you to add me on line chat and just talk to me on there. It's probably easier than in-game chat, but yeah, you can totally, if there's room on my friends list, you can add me. I go through every once in a while and delete people out, but I don't do it too often, so probably full. How's it going, Haiku? Haiku? By Haiku. That would make way more sense. Yeah, I got. He was one of the guys I got when I did my big 4-star opening, like 2 weeks ago before I went on vacation. So I still really don't know how to use him yet. I know he's supposed to be really good and can do all kinds of crazy stuff, but like the different button combinations with him, I don't know. Come on. Can't block anything. Haiku. I got banned from a stream because the streamer stole the thumbnail from knowing me and then did the banning. Got banned from a stream because the streamer stole the thumbnail from a dead respected YouTuber. He kept on ignoring me. That stinks. Pretty much the whole way around. No, I don't really have any idea who. Come on. How's everything off by this much? This is ridiculous. Come on. That should have been a block. Yes. Haven't had much of a chance to use my 3-star yet. Don't know too much about how good Vulture is. No, I am definitely not the best at this game. I don't try or claim to be the best at this game. I am okay enough at this game. Yeah, if I wasn't streaming, I'd definitely be doing a lot better, but there wouldn't be any fun in that. Trying to spend half the time reading comments is whatever. I consider myself more to be like everyday kind of player. I'm not the most amazing, but not necessarily terrible. I still have 350,000 score, so yeah, depending on how many 5-stars you have, I guess would determine on whether it's good or not. I think each month, like, saving them becomes less useful for you almost, because you're still going to get somebody probably kind of mediocre-y, but if you open them, it'll help you win an arena to get more points in the featured arena to help you be able to unlock more. So it's half a dozen of one, half a dozen of the other. Yeah, I have 9 5-stars right now, which used to be good. But now I don't think it's... I mean, it counts as much of anything. What is F2P? I like being kind of cheap when I'm in the arena, so I don't like necessarily using my units to recharge. Trying to save my units for other things if I can. As you see from my amazing fighting style, I do need to save my units for heals, for like Alliance Quest and Alliance War. Boom. That's pretty cool. I've only been playing for... How long have I been playing for? A year and like 4 months or so. So, slowly getting better still. Lots of progress to make. But I think I'm doing pretty good. I don't have any real complaints about where I'm at. I get everything I need to get done right now in Alliance War and Alliance Quest. The roster's pretty good. It's definitely coming along pretty nice. I did last month I made 3 R5, so I think that's pretty good. Almost double the number I had. I got the free 3-star Hulk when they when 12.0 came out, and I tried wrecking the game. I wasn't aware there was a beta before it came out, but I guess it makes sense that they had a beta to test it all first. I think at that point the beta was almost 2 years old, so I think they were trying to make up to for trying to destroy the game, so... Alright, Crew, I'll be here. Be grinding away for probably another 2 hours or so. Lots to get done here. Pretty much completely missed my playing this morning though, so I need to make up for that. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. Still kind of worry a bit whenever I'm with Iceman. I see someone go into that weird pose, because that's the same pose guys would make when the game used to freeze up. Yeah, I thought they said months ago that Green Goblin and Doc Octopus were both going to be tech. I don't know why everybody's so much in arms about them both being tech. They needed to be tech to properly balance the game. Well, I don't know if they necessarily need to be. I think they could have split them 50-50. But, I mean, it's still the majority of what he's doing is still tech. I think it's got more to do with the champs they're releasing later in the year. They're going to release somebody else who's going to be science. They're probably not going to release somebody else who's going to be tech. Try to balance out the numbers of how many champs are in each area. They need to get, you know, tech was, at one point there, tech had half as many champs as mutant did, so they're just trying to, yeah, I think a lot of guys in the game are half and half, you know. I think, you know, like Psylocke, you could put her in a bunch of different classes too. I think she could easily be skill. She could almost be mystic too, you know. I think Cable should still be tech instead of a mutant. Yeah, I think they'll release somebody else later in the year who's going to be a really good science champion. And I think later in the year too to also work on balancing things out. I think they're finally going to give us some really terrible cosmic champions, because we don't have any bad cosmic champions right now. Or not cosmic, mystic champions. I think they're going to give us some bad mystic champions. So you can anxiously be on the lookout for that. But I think they'll probably give another like really good cosmic champion too. Let's see, I was talking about it somewhere. A new group I joined. Yeah, I want to say there's something with the rights why he's not in there yet. And the same reason the Fantastic Four's not in there. They only have like part of the rights from Fox or from Marvel. I don't really fully understand. But I was thinking about too. I wonder if because I was looking at some of the other games, some of the other Marvel games, and they have some of the same like obscure champions that we have in here. So I was wondering if like Marvel tells them like which champions they want to put in and gives them a list and says these are the guys you get to choose from. The X-Men, yeah, I think they would definitely have the rights for Spider-Man and for and for the X-Men. But I think there might be something where they don't have the rights for the Fantastic Four yet, which is part of Fox. But for the video game, it shouldn't matter which one owns the movie rights, unless they want to do the movie version of the characters. How's it going, Orr? Yeah, I mean, Silver Surfer was definitely one of my favorites when I was younger too. I liked Silver Surfer a lot. I was kind of disappointed too when the X-Men Apocalypse movie came out. They didn't put Apocalypse in. I didn't know how they kind of missed that one. Thought that would have been really cool. Yeah. There's another 1,000 more mutants I'd like to see him put in too. I'd like to see Bishop in the game. I like Bishop a lot. Thought he was pretty cool. My wife is getting me sick a little bit in here, so we'll see how that goes. So you gotta go there. I'll put you there. I wouldn't doubt it if we see the Fantastic Four in here eventually. I kind of figured that was what they were going to do for the Cosmic, because they were going to just bring them in and make all of them Cosmic, but probably waiting for a right time to do it. Probably don't want to line it up with some terrible Fantastic Four movie. I'm going to wait till they do something good with them. Like, Angel might be cool, but I don't know if Angel would be really cool because we already have Archangel. I think if they'd have done Angel first, then coming in and doing Archangel later would have been cool, but since we already have Archangel, he's a beast. He's pretty awesome. I don't know how much they'd want to go back and bring in a less powerful guy. Jerk. I don't know if I'd want to see the Sentinels added as an actual, like, playable champion, though. I wouldn't mind seeing, like, the Sentinels put in more as, like, how the symbiotes are put in. Maybe as, like, the next level for those as something harder. Or to have them put into, like, a separate kind of event. You know, kind of like a daily event thing. Be kind of cooler to have them in there. But I don't know if I want him as an actual, like, playable hero. Trying to think of what these other teams are now. I think it would make more sense to have a sentinel as like a labyrinth kind of thing. I don't remember who Scorpion is. I wouldn't mind seeing him add like Shocker. I don't know why he's not in there yet. Sandman, I heard there was something weird with his animation that they couldn't get it quite figured out right. Scorpion's one. I guess if I look at the picture of him, I'd probably remember right offhand who he was, but... I think Maestro would be cool. I'd like to see Mr. Sinister too. I think Mr. Sinister would be awesome. I'll be right back. Grab another drink here real quick. I'm not doing very well trying to play with one hand. That's what I get for trying to play with one hand. Hopefully that's not too big a deal. Alright, it's only one. Yeah, I was thinking of Mysterio, the guy with the big sphere on his head. I think, like, to a certain degree, they don't want to wind up with too many guys in like the same comic book series. They want to try to like spread it out, but like, I kind of like when they bring in somebody I don't necessarily know too much about, so I gotta take time to go and research them a little bit, find out who they are. Yeah, I thought, yeah, Seaton did a video about who he thought was going to come out, and I think they were saying Craven should come out when they do the Defenders Netflix series, when that comes out. When they do the crossover with it, I think he'll be the champion. I don't know if that'll be next month or not. I don't know what the series, what the timetable even looks like. I don't know what comes out next, because I don't think Thor comes out until like November. I think they're doing the Netflix version of Kraven, not the comic book version of Kraven. I'm not sure. This duck is not going down, man. Holy cow. Jesus. How many times I hit him? Oh, it's not going to tell me anymore how many times I hit him. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them add Sabretooth, the whole Brotherhood of Mutants team. I think they got most of them in there already. Toad. I don't know why they haven't added like Emma Frost yet either. I thought she was one of the more popular ones of the newer, more recent X-Men series. Sabretooth would be cool. Make him probably a lot kind of like Venom, except give him like regeneration or something. Real good bleed. I think they don't want to put like 9 different Wolverines in the game. Because at a certain point they'll just wind up like looking basically the same and doing the same thing, and I think Bullseye is one of the guys we're getting this year too. Bullseye may come in with Kraven when they do the Netflix Defenders for that month. Now personally, I would hope that we would get the Colin Farrell Bullseye. I don't know which one we're actually going to wind up getting. would like to see when Infinity War eventually comes out, I'd like to see them release Thanos as an obtainable champion. Not as a 5-star necessarily, but as like a 3 and a 4-star. You know, somehow whether you gotta, you know, earn them through an arena or something. And then have them make a stronger Thanos with the gauntlet. It would be almost impossible to kill. But not have him as like a playable champion, just have him as like a boss, kind of like a collector kind of thing. I assume is probably what they'll probably wind up doing. Yellow jacket should probably get magnetized. Do some kind of glitch. Where goes it? Reconnected. I don't know why it stopped working to being a jerk. My most used hero is probably Guillotine. OBS Studios being a jerk. I don't know why it's doing it. Maybe there's an issue with my computer or something. All just decides it wants to be a jerk. But it stopped the stream for a second and then picked it back up. Let's see. Yeah, Guillotine is probably my most used champion, though. I use her for pretty much everything. My primary champion for Alliance Quest. She's normally my primary champion while I'm questing. Her recovery is really, really good. I just don't use her. I don't use her specials when I use Guillotine. I let her stack as many souls as she can, and then she heals like for every 4 souls. She has like another 10% chance to heal. So whenever you use any of her specials, you use the souls. So if you just don't use any of them at all, she can just be like pretty ridiculous. You can walk through a lot of things without taking any damage with her at all. She'll recover so much so fast. She's definitely my Alliance Quest MVP. I have a Dr. Voodoo as well. I'm starting to use him a lot more too. So I'll kind of mix and match between the two while I'm doing a lot of things. Like right now, my Voodoo and my Guillotine are both in Alliance Quest. But my Voodoo is dead, and my Guillotine is alive and doing well, taking down significantly more nodes. I kind of messed up, though. I tried something a little bit different. Yeah, Guillotine, she'll end up being my first R5 that I did. Was originally planning on R5ing my Doctor Strange before 12.0, and then he became kind of useless. And then I noticed I had duped her several times, so I was like, why don't I just take her up to rank 4? I took her up to rank 4, and she wound up being my best champion at rank 4. So, do I watch anime? Not really. I used to watch, I'm looking for it because I probably have it sitting around somewhere. What, the Brothers in Alchemy? What are they called? It's not Brothers Alchemy. Oh, it's gonna make me mad if I can't remember. Oh, I see the movie. What are the Alchemy Brothers called? What are the Alchemy Brothers called? Full Metal Alchemist. I like that one a lot. I thought that one was my favorite. And then let's see. I watch a little bit of Dragon Ball Z. I don't think I watched anything past Dragon Ball Z though. I don't think I've seen any of the Super Dragon Ball Z. I used to watch Adult Swim quite a bit and try and see if there was anything real good on there. Full Metal Alchemy though was definitely definitely my jam. I'd probably still sit down and rewatch that again. I thought that one was pretty awesome. And then I played all of the video games for PlayStation for it. I thought those were a ton of fun. May have to recheck out Dragon Ball Super One Punch. Is Dragon Ball Super One Punch different from Dragon Ball Super? No, Evie loves Rick and Morty. That is his jam. Like, I grind through like crazy though when I watch TV, because I work nights and my wife works days, so like I spend a lot of time just like arena grinding. So I mean, like I made it through like 10 seasons of Doctor Who in probably like 3 weeks. I made it through like the 3 seasons of Heroes in about a month, which was ridiculous because that was probably significantly longer than the 10 seasons of Doctor Who. Alright, take it easy, Daniel. How's it going, Tony? Have you watched Full Metal Alchemy? That one's definitely my favorite. Love Full Metal Alchemy. Full Metal Alchemy. So I'm going to find Electro. Okay. There was another one they had in Adult Swim. It was just a mini series, so it's not necessarily quite as cool as that, because I think it was only like the 6 episodes. Like Alexander the Great or something like that. That one was really awesome. That a couple years ago. Actually, if you watch the movie, the little brother does get his body eventually, after the TV show is done. They do some more stuff. But, show's really, I like Full Metal Alchemy a lot. I mean, they spend a little bit of time where they do the, you know, the anime where it's a little kiddie-ish, but there's definitely a lot of moments in it. It gets pretty serious. I don't know if I can look it up in here anyway or other. Let's say it's probably like 50 or 60 episodes that are like 30 minutes each. If I was just guessing. And then I think they have the one movie. And then there's like 3 or 4 titles for PlayStation that are pretty cool to play too. I think they're for the PlayStation 2. They're a lot of fun. They're like dungeon crawlers. Gonna go through kind of like a Diablo. Just gonna go through and just run everything over. But they were a lot of fun. The timing is off on everything. My blocks are off, my intercepts are off. All right. Take it easy, Ninja. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy animated series. I think I'm on like the middle of the first season on that one. I have a hard time like trying to. I can't watch them like. Can't like grind it out. Watch them like back to back to back to back. I can only watch like 2 or 3 episodes at a time. But it does definitely seem like it's a pretty interesting series. I'm sorry, Mr. Red. Japanese or Chinese man. I don't necessarily know what that is. Oh, that's probably... I don't know what any of those letters or characters are. Let's find Iron Patriots. There he is. They don't have any kids yet. I know my nephew really loves the Transformers Rescue Bots. That's his favorite TV show, without question. He's got all the different action figures, and whenever he comes to visit, that's all he wants to do is watch that. That's kind of crazy. Groot was under concussion when he did his special 2. It's unblockable. It was still unblockable, but he didn't get his regeneration from being concussed. I think I've seen that one before. I guess I haven't really had... I've only had Quake for like 2 weeks, so I guess I haven't seen a lot of real matchups with Quake. Well, I've had the 3-star for a while. That was my 3-star. My 4-star didn't manage to get... I used my Awakened Stone on her today while the game crashed earlier, so it didn't go through. It's a little annoying, but I guess alright. I'll have to wait for item usage or the next science advancement, I guess. I used to love the old X-Men cartoon from the one from like the 90s. There was another one in like the 80s that I didn't necessarily like as much. I mean, I watched it. I thought it was alright. But the one in the 90s was the one I definitely really liked. The one in the 80s, I think, was only like one season, though. I don't think it did very well. And Cyclops. Never heard of Rocket's second super before. Yeah, this list of things for me to look at later. Well, I don't think that's... Nothing came up searching that. Maybe you're saying over 500 episodes from Avengers Assemble and the original X-Men series? I just talk about Rocket's second ability devastating me there. Hey, Kamara, how's it going? One of these days I'm going to remember when I fight Juggernaut and Unstoppable Colossus that need to not start the fight trying to hit him. Time is just off on everything. Jesus. There we go. Why it's being a jerk. It's the third time it's done that so far this stream. I don't know if one of my settings went and just changed on me, and now I gotta go back and make sure I have them set right. OBS Studio likes to do it sometimes, just randomly change my settings. Yeah, when it comes to spending in the game, I try to leave myself at about $10 a month is kind of the way I look at it. If I were to buy a new video game every like 6 months or so, you know, I think I'm pretty good. You know, I've got a ton of PlayStation 4 games on the shelf that I paid. Well, I guess I didn't pay $60 for most of them. I paid by at least 40 to 20 bucks for a lot of them. They're still sitting there in the packaging. All my PlayStation 3 games are sitting upstairs, but I still have a bunch of PlayStation 3 games and PlayStation 2 games that are still in the original packaging that I never even opened, that I paid full price for, so... As long as I'm not doing that, I think $10 a game in this is a much better investment than some of those were. Remember one year I got a pretty decent tax return, and shortly after the Nintendo Wii came out, so I went and I dropped my entire tax return on buying a Wii and like 20 games. I probably played about 5 of them. Only one I really liked was the bowling. I like Tiger Woods Golf. I play Tiger Woods Golf all the time over at my friend's house whenever we were drinking over there. And I think I literally only played like once or twice at my house. I did something wrong with my settings, and I wound up not liking it. And I didn't know how to change the settings back. But yeah, I think like before I moved, I let my friends borrow half my Wii games, and they essentially wound up getting almost all of them. I don't even know what I still have for the Wii upstairs. I don't even think it works. My dog got a hold of the sensor on the top of the TV. So I've definitely made some poor choices in video gaming in the past. I think I'm doing all right on this so far. I didn't get any offers today. I kind of wouldn't mind getting if I had extra money lying around, I don't think I'd mind getting the 5-star shards, but I don't know if I got the money lying around. But I don't really want to spend the money on the 5-star shards either, because the last time I bought 5-star shards, I got pillow hands. I want to say I don't think the Super Smash Brothers was around yet when I bought it, because I bought it right after the Wii came out. I bought all the games then. I think Rogue will work against Vision. Something weird with Rogue's special powers that doesn't work on tech champions. So that class advantage is more than just a class disadvantage. Yeah, I've pretty much always been... I guess I started like Super Nintendo. I liked the Sega Genesis too. Sega Genesis had a lot of really good like third-party developers for like the role-playing games, like Shining Force and Warsong, and Sursox Vi wasn't a role-playing game. It was like a real-time strategy game. It was a ton of fun. Probably one of the first real-time strategy games. How's it going, Thunderous Gaming? That's gonna come out tomorrow. Normally the same time everything would start when the Spider-Man event ends. The new Sinister Six event will start. I didn't look to see if there was an update in there. In the Play Store. Probably take a look at that here. Yeah, I'd assume for Christmas. I don't see there being any way they're not going to go through and do that whole thing again. Oh. do fully expect Christmas to be the same thing. I think they'll throw the collector in there this year. No. That's good. That's a good question. I would assume they would still stick with, probably still with Kang, because not that many people really have Kang. I think they still want to leave Thanos for more something special. I think they may do something if they would. They'll do some weird ways to get Thanos when the Infinity Gauntlet stuff all starts up, and then they'll keep him still as like a teaser kind of guy. Maybe they'll put Dr. Patriot in there. Ooh, real team back. Well, Thanos, I think like the first 20 people to complete or to 100% complete LOL got Thanos. So there are people who have him. But he's just very rare. Very, very rare. And then I think when Infinity Gauntlet comes out, I think they'll have... I think they'll give him more chances for him. Yeah, I'll say I think it was like the first 20 to 100% LOL. Because I think if you look, the guy, the first place guy who's been there forever, Thanos isn't his main character, but I think Thanos is like his second or third. We'll look at that in a minute, maybe. It's like when you check stats too for like the PI chart, like Thanos is listed. I don't know why they bother listing him. There's only like 20 people who have him, but yeah, I would think they would still do Kang, because I don't see them. I see them potentially releasing Thanos as a champion after they're done with Infinity Gauntlet. But I don't necessarily see them ever actually releasing Kang into normal rotation. Unless maybe they do another like 12.0 mistake. And then they feel like they need to... Oh, come on. That's not what I told them to do either. Dude, what a... Jerk. Jerk, jerk, jerk. I don't want to forget to plug it back in. Keep getting up and walking around, and things I need to focus in here so I don't lose my streak. It's already going really nice. All right. Yeah, I would say I would still think probably Kang this year in the gifting crystal, because they probably won't change anything in the gifting crystal. I don't think they'll give us anything better than it was last year. If I remember correctly, they were pretty ridiculous. Because I think even in the lessers, you were still getting like 4-star stones and stuff like that, and shards and all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, that was pretty awesome. That was for quite a while. That was like the best week of SA I ever had. The actual like Christmas week. I have topped it twice. I was kind of shocked that I didn't do better in some of my other real big weeks. I guess I split stuff up enough. Like when I opened like my 140 premium hero crystals, I was originally going to do that with my 12 4-star crystals, but I split those up into different weeks, and then the week I opened my 4-star crystals wasn't the same week I spent all the ISO 8 I got from them. I spent all the ISO 8 from them then like the next week, or over the course of the next 2 weeks. Boom! Yeah, the biggest thing I remember was the class catalysts, because I didn't really have any yet, so I pulled a couple of those. I think I pulled a bunch of T4 basics too. That's definitely pretty insane. I'm going to have to remember not to start just yet, but pretty soon now I'm going to start saving all of my units for that. No, that's not good. Oof. New Captain America is awesome now that he's awakened. I don't know if I would have used it on him at Christmas, but after they changed them, after the 12.0, maybe they had already changed that. Have they changed it yet? I'm trying to think. It was 12.0. No, 12.0 was this year. So I don't know if I'd have used it on Punisher yet, but having him awaken now would be pretty good. He's pretty ridiculous. He's definitely a grade A defender now. it's like right now I think you're better off definitely having done Punisher. Then I would think you might have been better off doing Agent Venom. I think if you do Punisher, it may help out too, so you don't have to wait. You know, you can always pop an Agent Venom out of a 4-star crystal. You can't just pop a Punisher out of a 4-star crystal, so. Who knows if you'll ever pop him again out of another arena crystal or not, you know? Boom. Yeah. Yeah, Constantine at the time, he wasn't very good, but he's pretty amazing now. I think he's definitely worth like a second or third or fourth or fifth look now. Like, he may be one of the better skill champions. Just as far as like damage output, I think Gwenpool's probably still going to put out more damage than he does, but he's probably right there. He's definitely an amazing defender. I went down. He could probably be used more in offense than people use him for. No. That's definitely pretty lucky. Get a 4-star Star-Lord and have a basic Awakening gem for him. Yeah, Star-Lord is definitely amazing. I like Star-Lord quite a lot. It was my second R5. I've had him at max signature ability 99 for quite a while. I think I finished him off when they had they put the generic stones for summoner appreciation in the expert proving grounds. I maxed him and guillotine out. Yeah, Star-Lord's cool because like each stone you put into me just gets significantly stronger. So it's awesome. And I think I just have like one like ridiculous stack of 4-star stones right now for Cosmic. So I'm waiting for Cosmic Advancement. I've been waiting for Cosmic Advancement for a while here, I think. It's come up and I just keep missing it. But I've probably got like 35 or 40 stones that I want to drop into my Hyperion. So I awakened him right before I went on vacation. I want to take him from signature like 40 up to jerk. I get him up to like 60. And my hands are just getting sweaty. It's not doing what I want it to do. I think maybe that's what it is, just over the period of time, because my tablet's so warm right now. Trying to see if I can clean it off a little bit. Alright. I was thinking about this earlier. I would say I think the actual best mutant to have is Wolverine. I think he's the best for every situation. I think Iceman and Archangel are better in other situations, but it's because it's situational for when they're better. I think Wolverine is the best. And then I think Archangel and Iceman collectively I would put in 2. I don't really put a real distinction between them. It's a tie for the two of them, depending on what exactly it is you're doing. And then third, I would probably put Rogue. And then fourth, I think I would put X-23. But I don't think there's necessarily a whole lot of real distinction there between all of them. I think all of them are really, really good. I don't think there's a 5-star Wolverine. The computer can definitely have one. They can have whatever they want in a 5-star. But I don't. A lot of the champions who they thought were kind of overpowered from early on, they're not taking up to the 5 stars. So I wouldn't mind it then if the guys who are not going to make a 5-star, if they would make the 4-star a little bit stronger. Like if they would put like Doctor Strange and Thor and Black Widow, and I guess if Wolverine's in that mix too. Well, I guess Wolverine wouldn't necessarily count. But Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Thor. If they would put them back to like pre-12.0, so those 4 stars would still be really good, but they wouldn't have to deal with the scaling issues if they're not going up to 5 stars. Because ultimately they're not going to do any good. Vision. I'd have to look at the list. Yeah, I don't think he's in there. I don't think he's going in there, which I don't understand why they're not putting him in there either. But I mean, they have Magic in there. You know, I think Magic is significantly stronger than Vision, but actually go to like this. But yeah, a lot of the guys from early on, they don't have in there yet. They're not going to put in. So, I mean, I don't know. They have Pillow Hands in there. Why can't they have somebody in there who's like a lot better? I don't know. I don't really fully understand what exactly the logic was and kind of who they picked and who they didn't pick to go into the 5 stars. Because I think Star-Lord was like a day 1 champion in the game. And, yeah, how's it going, Ego? I think X-23 went in today. And I messed up. I did my, ouch. Ouch. Because I don't think they put the good Daredevil in there either. I think all they have is just the Netflix Daredevil, who's just useless. But, yeah, I opened a 5-star this morning, but I think I opened it up before they'd actually put him in. I don't know what time they actually put him in. I wasn't looking at it. I kind of got up a little late when I was getting ready to go to work. And I opened and I pulled a Ronin. I'm not too disappointed. I have a ton of Cosmic Isolate, so I was alright with that. I should be able to take him up to rank 2, level 35 here pretty soon. But I was hoping to get X-23. That would have been the nicest, because I have a 5-star Mutant Awaken gem. So it would have been really nice to have gotten her, but I think I opened it too early. I don't even think I actually had a chance at her. I'd probably still rather have, I don't know, like if I had to dupe my Juggernaut, I'd have been pretty happy with that. I'd have been alright with taking him to rank 4 and just have him as a boss and know that no one's ever going to beat him. It's going to be a long time before, Jesus. Before I go, I didn't think about the fact that I can't get Neurotoxin on her. I shouldn't have put him in here. I should have put Rogue here. Stupid cosmic champions all being immune to poison. Run away, let her bleed. Man, holy cow. Yeah, I don't have my Juggernaut awakened. I wouldn't mind it though. I think awakened, he's definitely worth going to R4. Set him as a boss, and let everybody just hate you. Yeah, I didn't think about that while I was picking the team. I should have been paying a little bit more attention. I'm getting a little tired, but... be processing information a little bit faster. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I don't tend to win with my Gamora too often, so she's pretty much always a loss in this group. I don't know why she seems to be such a weak link. I had one earlier today, was pretty nice. Got her assassin to kick in. Just like she dropped whoever it was she was fighting. It was pretty sick. Guy had like 3/4 of his health. Hit him with his with their L2, and dude just died. Just got the bleed in there. That's all I really needed. I like her L2 too much, though. Save up for her 3. And Unstoppable Colossus. Punch him in the face. Punch him in the face. Boom. Yeah, I think I have a couple of the new 2 stars I still need to max out. I'll say I think I've got like 3 of them I still need to do. I think I have like a tech and 2 science for the 2 stars I need to max out. And then my 3 stars, I have them pretty much all maxed out. I have 4 tech that I'm specifically not maxing, or not tech. I have 4 mystic that I'm specifically not maxing out because I want to see if that will affect my crystal openings. So I'm currently waiting on those. And then it's just the Punisher 99 and Vulture I need to max out. Otherwise I have all of the other ones maxed. So it's pretty cool. And all of my 4 stars right now are at least 330 or above. And I only have the 1 5-star. I wanted to max them out today, that Ronin I got. I have all the ISO 8 to do it. I wanted to do it at the end of the Level Up event. But I didn't want to do it at the beginning of my stream. A bunch of guys in here. Oh man, not going very well. I didn't realize too how well magic works with the assassins. Not necessarily as much with the assassins, but with the recoil. Because every time she uses her special, she goes into limbo, so she automatically recovers that. Automatically recovers from the recoil. Which is the biggest reason I don't use the biggest reason I don't use the assassins is because I can't stomach recoil. It's just too much for me. I can't handle going through fights where I'm doing more damage to me than everyone else is. How's it going, Legendary Bros? Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I got a 4-star out of a Premium Hero Crystal this week. And then it was like 2 weeks ago when Iceman came out, I got another 4-star out of a Premium Hero Crystal that week too. I want to say though, if I would think, they're probably both out of the real Premium Hero Crystals though, not out of the shards. I know the one today came out of the real Premium Hero Crystal. Because I pull 4 stars significantly more out of the real ones than I do out of the shard ones. But out of the shard ones, I do tend to pull 3 stars at about a 20% rate. With the Premium Hero Crystals, though, it tends to go in like groups, though. So, like, normally, like, you'll get 3, and then you gotta wait, like, 3 more months before you get another one. You'll get a couple, and then it'll go a long time before you get another one. Same kind of thing with the map crystals for AQ. Like, I'll go... I had 1 week, I think I pulled, like, 3 or 4 full form class catalysts. And then I went like 4 months without pulling another one. For the most part, a lot of my crystal openings have gone pretty good. When I did the 120 Premium Hero Crystals plus the 20 featured and real Premium Hero Crystals, That opening was pretty rough. I was expecting I'd get some pretty decent stuff out of it, and that was just... That was brutal. I'd opened a 4-star crystal in order to get a 4-star champion. And the first 4-star crystal I opened, I pulled White Magneto. I was ready to cry. I was hoping to at least, like, you know, like dupe a 4-star hero, so I could have gotten like a ton of ISO 8, because that was what I was really looking for from all of it. So I could finish ranking up my 3 stars, but I didn't get any 4-star champions out of it. But like 140 crystals. It's like, oh, it's just brutal. But then it worked out alright, because then on the second premium hero crystal, or second 4-star crystal I opened, I got a Dr. Voodoo, so I duplicated my Dr. Voodoo, and then he wound up shooting through, and then I went runner through crystals to get a, got Mystics, because they gave us the one in the monthly calendar, and then I think I pulled one out of a map crystal from Alliance Quest. Pretty nice. I got runner Mystics, so I wound up being able to take my Dr. Voodoo up to rank 5. That's been a pretty amazing choice. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I think Red Mags was like the first 4-star I got, and he's pretty awesome. And then White Mags is just not very awesome. Yeah, by far the worst video I saw, though, was Anonymous did it. He opened 5 featured hero crystals. I don't know if he was going for Iceman or if he was going for Stark Tech Spider-Man. I don't remember which one it was right offhand that he went for. But he opened 5 of them, and it was all just like garbage. He got like Daredevil, Netflix, and Awakened Him. And like he duped like his Ronin, and he pulled like I think it'd be like 2 other just like garbage champions, like Kamala Khan or something, and somebody else. And just like for, let's see, it was 5, 15, so it's like 70k 5-star crystals. He just got like junk. That was kind of like gut wrenching. Yeah, it's terrible. I had one, see, a crystal opening I did like 2 ago. I opened 25 premium hero crystals, and I got 15 max signature ability crystals from them. Well, it was above 50%. It's the highest I've ever done. It was above 50%. So, but I think they will start getting there pretty soon, where mine will all start being above 50%. I don't think a lot of those guys realize how much they're slowing their progression down. The game winds up being kind of interesting. You have a lot of guys who have like different theories in gaming, and some guys think like they're really good because they can press the buttons well, but they have just like a terrible strategy, and they don't realize how much they're holding themselves back. I've been in a couple of alliances where you can tell the guys were just completely stuck, because the one alliance I was in, like, nobody wanted to do AQ. I mean, all the guys were boss killers, but like nobody wanted to run AQ because it was, you know, it was a little bit difficult and time consuming, and like none of them could figure out why they weren't able to rank up any of their champions and why we couldn't win in war anymore. You got a 2-star Mortal Fist, dude. That is awesome. I don't have any of them yet. I'm hoping pretty soon I can get one. You got him in an arena, or don't remember that happening. As that might have happened too, like long before I had started or something like that. Now, they did some weird things before I started that I don't know too much about. It's kind of funny too. This team, I'll use this exact same team as my with my 4 stars. And maybe I'll use the exact same thing now with my 2 stars. If I ever get back in 2-star arena again. I assume I will. It'll be one of those things. I'll do it as time permitting. Maybe Miles there. Let's see how Miles does against Hyperion. It still seems weird to me that the arena crystals are called arena crystals now. I remember they were called arsenal crystals for a long time. So it's still kind of catching myself on that, trying to call them arsenal crystals. I don't know when they switched that over. It's definitely a good change. A lot less confusing. How's it going, Zeroff? Just gonna grind in here, trying to see if I can get up to 3 million points. Before I call it for today. Boom, boom. The face. Jerk. Thank you, sir. I try to be. Now, sometimes these late night streams kind of worry me a little bit because I did work. I didn't really work a full day today. I only worked like 6 or 7 hours. We get out pretty early, but I do worry that I'm always here like nodding off. I wind up losing my streak normally at the end of the stream and then go to bed angry. It's like, why did I do that? Why did I try to stick out that one extra fight that I didn't need to get? But definitely one of my 2 time slots. I think works pretty well. I don't think anybody else is streaming this time right now. I like to go on after like Slice'em and Brian Grant are done, right before they finish. Give somebody a little bit more intimate kind of area if they want to get into and talk about stuff. I was in EVs for a little bit today. He's definitely becoming one of my favorite streams to go into, one of the guys I like talking to the most. And he changed his page layout. He was working on it yesterday and kind of showing it off today. His new page layout looks pretty slick. I'm going to have to step up my game here pretty soon. Yeah, 128 is pretty rare for me. Normally I get to about 80. I get to 80 on like my first streak, and then I fall asleep in the middle of a match. And I wind up losing a couple because I'm trying to sleep through them. And then normally the second streak is where I wind up finishing it all off and I go real strong. This one's looking like it has potential for me to go all in one, which will be pretty cool. I don't think I would break my record though. My record right now is 200 for 200. I did that for Voodoo. I think I did 80 on my first streak, and I fell asleep in the middle of it, and then I came back and did 200 on the back end. But who knows? I guess if I get close enough, I may wind up deciding to just like run the score way up just to get my streak up higher. Yeah, mine is set right now. It's exactly at 200 because I ran over with Dr. Voodoo. I got to 200 and I was like, all right, that's good enough. That was a nice round number, easy spot for me to stop on. I didn't lose the streak. I just stopped playing the arena at that point. Yeah, sometimes Evie comes in here. We'll get him in on Skype. Him and Eternal Warrior. I've been on Skype on his channel a couple times too. It's always kind of cool. I like doing that. It works out pretty well. There's multiple people in the channel and all that. I had to play pretty hardcore. I didn't learn and have access to a lot of like stuff like this YouTube and all that. So I was pretty far into my playing. I felt like I didn't find anything on YouTube until like January this month. I was really sick and I found it. Yeah, it takes time building up. I mean, a lot of it's just that like my roster's really good, so it really helps. You know. I'm not doing as many fights with 3 stars where I have the potential to be losing, and I don't care if I lose my streak anymore. Much of like I guess there's sometimes I get kind of irritated. Like I thought with Hyperion, I wanted to do him all on one streak, and then I didn't. Put you there. Yeah, we'll go like that. Man, that'll be the best setup. I know I still really struggle too with the T4 basic class catalyst. No, the T4 basic catalyst. Hard time getting that one going, but I'm starting to figure out too because I have enough 550s. I can start dipping in. I don't have to do all of the. I have to do all the sandbagging fights. I don't really watch Mr. LT. I don't think I fit into his demographic. I did feel a little sad though that Mr. LT did leave before because he was, felt like he was being too heavily persecuted and the internet was being too much of a jerk towards him. Don't ever want to see something like that happen. Somebody's just trying to like follow his dream a little bit. Yeah, I think the glory setup is pretty awesome. I like that. I think I'm gonna stop buying the T4 basics. I think I'm gonna just start buying the glory crystals. I may occasionally buy a T4 basic if I need to use more, I think, because I don't want to overpay for all the glory crystals. I don't know exactly how many I'm going to be okay buying each week before I'm just not okay with overpaying for the escalation. I think I'll probably be buying at least 2 glory crystals a week from now on. Yeah, I didn't find any of this on YouTube until like January. I actually found it linked through Reddit, because every time I tried searching on YouTube for it. I wasn't searching by date. I didn't know any of that was in there. So everything I was finding was like over a year old and wasn't relevant. And but I started first off, I think it was probably Dork Lessons, and then Seaton, and then eventually Brian Grant and Rich the Man, and kind of really changed my whole, like, really still, I think even before I started watching Brian Grant, just watching Dork Lessons and Seaton kind of really changed my mindset on gaming. And yeah, Dave. And I figured, like, I could totally do this, because I got, like, real sick. I was, like, too sick. I couldn't play for the week, so I was just trying to learn more about the game online. And I found their stuff and then watched everything. And so I spent a lot of time playing, where I was playing very, very poorly. I mean, I was still doing some of my strategies worked really, really well. Like, I hit level 60 before I learned how to parry. I can duel you, sir. I have to wait till after this round here of arena's done, so I'm not just exiting in the middle. I'm a mid-level supervisor by trade, so I'm used to, like, teaching and training people how to do things. So YouTube and stuff seems to be pretty cool. I like the sound of my own voice. Meeting Dave in person would be cool. Probably not that far from me. I think he's about 4 hours. I'm up here in the suburbs of Tampa. Seems like he'd be an awesome guy to hang out with, though, and go get like a beer with or something. I don't know how much he just like goes and randomly like meets people though if they come down there. Alright, so we got two. Woohoo! Kind of wanted to score a lot higher in that one, but I ran out of time on it. So we're gonna search for Peter Star X. Duel. I go in Dave's every once in a while. Oh, I didn't look at, man. I want to see his champion a little better. See what level he was. Hopefully it doesn't take me all the way out. Yeah, man. I want to go all the way out. Trying to figure out who I needed to duel you with, sir. I don't want to come in with like my Star-Lord is going to be possibly way over you. Oh, let's see here. Star-Lord's the easy answer, but he may have to take 3-star Star-Lord. Because I think if I come in with my R5 Star-Lord, that might be a little bit too much. Yeah, we'll go down to 3-star. And I think I'm actually going to try this Spider-Man Tech Enhanced. He is my official dueler. They'll probably get tore up because I don't really use him at all. I don't have any idea how to use him yet. We'll see what he can do. Should be a pretty fair match, I would think. Kind of happy that Spider-Man Stark Enhanced is still really rare. So I think it may be a while before you have to fight one in Alliance War, Alliance Quest. I guess Alliance Quest wouldn't matter, but like Alliance War. Seems like he would be a huge pain in the butts. I guess most people would probably use him on offense anyways. Alright. Woohoo! How's it going, Crocbait? Welcome to the channel, my friend. Let's give it some help and real quick look at some of this other stuff. Those guys are going off in here. Sullivan, max that bad boy out. That's nice. Just completely forgot I was even going on. I know I'm sad that the Stark dailies aren't in here anymore. Spider-Man hero usage. Just liking those quite a lot. Let's see where I stand right now in perfect score. Am I really far behind everybody? Yeah, those guys are killing me. Damn. As I brought up earlier, let's see, where is it? The best name in the entire game. That's one of the officers in my alliance, and he's in my battle group. So whenever I talk to him in line chat, I call him Penis. Is the name My Face? Or is it something else? What am I searching for? My Face? No. Alright. Sick. S. 6. I see what you did there. Yes, you're one rank higher. We'll still try this with the Stark Spider-Man Tech Enhanced. With the maintenance that happened today, is it hard to be ahead of the game? What do you mean, is it hard to be ahead of the game? I didn't even look to see, too, if there's an update in the store. I can probably look on my phone. Not a good start. Play Store. I think if I wasn't trying to look this up, I think I'd have done much better. We'll give that one more shot. Is there an update in there? No, there's no updates. How's it going, Mano? I don't feel like I really lost that much time with the update. I've been getting screwed because I keep shutting the game down for different random reasons with the Alliance quest. Every time it's time for me to go, I end up not being able to log on. It's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So that's getting kind of frustrating. But, I mean, they normally do maintenance at the same time, so, like, normally on lunch, it's not too bad. I want to try to get, it's about 3 million points. I don't know exactly how much time I have left, though. May not quite hit 3 million. I think I've only got about 20 minutes left before I gotta go wake my wife up. But yeah, while maintenance, I was still at work while maintenance was out. Sometimes it's frustrating because I take lunch if I take lunch early when they do maintenance, then I wind up not being able to play during lunch at work. Oh man, I'm lagging hard. I'm supposed to play if I'm lagging this hard. My battery almost dead. Why are you being a jerk? No, it's not lagging. The battery's still good. Yeah, Dragon, I think if I wasn't trying to play on my other phone, I think I'd have done much better. I don't know if I'd have been able to beat him with him, but I'd have been able to do pretty decently, I think. Boom, boom, boom. Punching dudes in the face. I need to grab a cough drop here for my throat. I used Jane Foster as my primary champion for a long time. She had the best synergies for me. Was never able to dupe her though, or awaken her, which is kind of, which was pretty frustrating. I don't know why the game keeps lagging on me. The game's lagging on me, and OBS keeps giving me all kinds of problems. Jerks. I know when my battery starts getting real low, I have some issues, but I don't know if I'm having issues here on my internet. I shouldn't be having any issues with my internet. I have the most expensive option that my provider offers, 100 internet. But it's just choosing to be a jerk. Like, I understand if I have an issue during the day. You know, there's like big spikes where like kids get home from school and all that, and may not want to work very well then. But maybe I'm having an issue with my computer. Yeah, I think I have Verizon Quantum. Actually, it's not Verizon anymore. It's like with Frontier now. But it was Verizon before. It's in the side of the box. The box still just says Verizon. No, before Frontier bought Verizon, I didn't have any of these issues. I was using actually a lot weaker internet then too, but oh. Boom, boom, boom. Let's talk aliens. I'm definitely a huge fan of the show Ancient Aliens. Aliens on Earth. I would say I think technically we probably are actually aliens here. I don't believe that we are actually native to the planet. We start looking at like genetics and all that, can get really, really fascinating. Some of the different stuff that they're figuring out. They figure out the different like races and stuff. Like a lot of Darwin's whole theory on the evolution of man was completely wrong. The would have been like the Homo sapiens and I'd have to look at and the Neanderthals. I have to look at an actual chart. But there's like 6 different kinds of like pre-subhuman species that were all on the planet at the same time. And I think it's the different mixtures of them is kind of what makes us human and the different races. The different ethnicities, I should say. I don't know where else to go from there. It's kind of the easier, quickest insight way to look at it. I don't think I have any kind of like really crazy like alien conspiracy theories or anything like that though. No. I would never go on a mothership anywhere. Absolutely not. It would not ever wind up being positive. If you look back at like human exploration, it's never been a good thing. If you go on the mothership, you are most likely going to be converted into a worker on some other planet to go do some other kind of task and lose your freedom, or they're just trying to kill you. So it's not going to be like some happy-go-lucky Star Trek thing where they're trying to recruit you. They have the technology to travel across galaxies and all that. I don't think they're I don't think they would ever be looking to be as friendly as you would think. And if you ever watched V, old TV miniseries. They did a newer one too, same kind of thing. Aliens come, they all say they're in peace, and it's just a big giant rouse to take over the planet. Thought that was pretty good. There was another one too. I guess the movie itself was terrible, but the premise was pretty cool. It was The Fifth Wave. I like that one. A lot of the movie was terrible, but the premise in it was kind of cool. That the aliens, when they came over to take over the planet, they didn't actually want to bother fighting us directly because they saw it as a giant waste of their time. So instead, they just, I think like the first wave, they launched a giant EMP at the planet, and then later on they launched, they started like some earthquakes and stuff, and then they started like a disease, sent down some kind of like super flu bug, and it kept slowly killing everybody off. They didn't necessarily care about us at all, but they wanted the planet. They wanted to be able to take probably the water or something. I don't remember what it was they were looking for. But they thought it was easier to just get rid of us. The premise is really good. The movie itself is kind of a little hard to watch, but the way they went about doing it was pretty cool. And I was saying, like, yeah, I don't want to ruin it too much, but the Fifth Wave itself was definitely very interesting. Those are like a real interesting way to look at it. Like if they would come like try to colonize us, it wouldn't be like a Starship Troopers or what's the other one I'm thinking of right offhand? Like Ender's Game kind of thing. If aliens would come here and they want our planet, they're going to take it. There's nothing we could do to really fight against them. Our little puny little fighter planes and earth weapons aren't going to be able to do anything against someone who can travel across the universe. Our technology just isn't going to do anything. Talking about aliens, alien theory, conquering, exploration. We had another really interesting question last night that I thought I gave a really in-depth kind of answer to, and it was, would you like a clone of yourself? To which my answer is no. I think if there was a clone of me, the first thing that clone would do is probably try to kill me so it could take over my life, because it would not want to be subjugated to being my slave or servant. I don't think we would ever be able to look at each other as equals. I'm a full-on alpha male, so I think if there was a clone of me, it would want to take over my spot as the alpha. Would not be able to be a beta. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I'm definitely going to win the first one. If I can win one of those second two. I know I'll be getting a little bit more off the point too. There was a movie real recently on like artificial intelligence that was really, really good. What was it called? I think of the name of it a second ago. And now I can't think of it. Oh, I should have said the name right away. Like Machina or something, or Machiana? Ex Machiana. That one was really, really good. Where tech billionaire guy goes and makes an AI, and he's trying to prove whether or not it's actually intelligent or not. Much better than Chappie. Chappie is... I like the guy who did the movie Chappie, but... Is it Duos Ex Machina, or is it just... I thought it was just Ex Machina. It could be Duos Ex Machina. But yeah, the movie's really good, and it's really good. Like, it has a human face, and for most of it, like, you can see that it's a robot, but it's definitely very intelligent. And the premise of it, you know, the tech billionaire brings in one of his software engineers to test it, to try to see, is it actually intelligent, or does it just appear to be intelligent? Alright, I think Coward the Duck is going to bring this home. Oh, that evade could have been nasty, though. Yes. I thought that movie was really, really good. I like that one a lot. A lot of deep thinking going on there. How's it going, Superman versus Green Lantern? Yeah, well, he's trying to figure out if it's, yeah. Trying to figure out, is it actually intelligent, or is it just programmed to give responses that sound intelligent? Like, some of the different stuff behind that is pretty interesting, because you can program a computer to have certain responses that'll sound like it's intelligent, but there's not an actual thought pattern behind. But like with her being able to like draw art and stuff. A little bit, you know, you gotta be worried about it, man. I think Skynet was supposed to have happened already. I think this has got to be my last fight. I got to go wake my wife up here in a couple minutes. So thank all you guys for coming by and stopping by and all that. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do anything during the day or not. I'll probably be back tomorrow night after work so I can try to finish this arena off. So, everybody stopping by. I am like one fight short of being where I wanted to be for my points, though. I did not hit my 3 million points like I wanted to. A little bit of time I spent like messing around. If I wouldn't have done those 3 duels. It's alright though. I'll go get it done upstairs. So, you know, thanks everybody for stopping by. And, you know, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and come on back. And we'll do this all again probably tomorrow night. Easy, guys.